Hello.
I had hella issues with this stream, so I don't even know if it's live now.
Yeah, can I get a Twitch Prime sub, please?
Want to gift it, please? Courtesy of the performer.
I hope Senpai notices me.
Holy shit. I'm tired as We went to see Baby No Money, who Finn is friends with, and is very nice. He's a very nice man. He is very relaxed, to say that he is performing. He was very chill with us, just being in the way and being in the room that he was like getting ready in just before he went on stage. I don't know how. I have no idea how he was so chill with that. I would have told everyone, yeah, fucking
Here's to getting
leave.
you out of the house, smile.
Thank you. I went outside, by the way, not to flex on y'all. Well, I didn't. I went to the car, from the car to a service station, to standing in the rain because of issues getting inside the gig, and then being inside the entire time. Hell yeah. Runa was there, Evie was there, Finsta was there. I was on Runa's stream occasionally. I popped in and out. I had the mic for a while, or one of the mics for a while, and I did some stuff. Runa was a background dancer at the gig. Baby No Money asked her personally after they had a little chat online. Very fucking cool. She killed it. She absolutely nailed it, and she was very nervous, and she shouldn't have been. She was awesome. Finn took a lot of pictures. You can see a funny one. I got a funny one. Well, obviously there's the one I put on my story of me eating fries. Hell yeah. That was in the car because Runa asked if I was there. I got this picture of Baby No Money, right? Because that's what the sign says. They've obviously underwent some sort of transition. Once we left we were watching from like the wing, I think it's called, right? Side of stage. And when we left the room at the end, this is what greeted us. Danger! Visible and or invisible laser radiation class 4. Avoid eye or skin exposure to direct or scattered radiation. Laser protective eyewear required. I'm just gonna ignore that. Just gonna assume that was for something else entirely. That had nothing to do with the room that I was in. Don't worry about that. Radiation? I hardly know it. Why was there radiation? You got some nice screenshots. I saw that, by the way. It was very cute. It was very cute. And here's the only picture I got Finn to send me immediately, because they wanted to edit everything, but I thought this one was funny. This has nothing to do with Baby No Money. This was me making that face because Finn kept pointing the camera at me and I felt awkward. Because this was the end of the experience.
Good chat.
Everyone was like chatting and about to leave. And Finn was pointing a camera at me and I felt incredibly uncomfortable. And I think it's a really funny picture. So now if Baby No Money ever gets cancelled for real reasons, I've got that one in the tank. Thank you for 2 months. We got caught in the middle of a Max Fosh prank, which is going to be a YouTube video. I don't know nothing about it besides that me and Evie got in the way at one point, sort of. And then we weren't allowed to go back to the onstage thingy because they were filming something. Runa was brave. She was like streaming the entire time. Streaming inside of the like change room thing. Whatever it's called. It was fun, and then suddenly it was like, oh shit. Now I have to be hyper aware of all the words I say. Not that I would say anything bad, but just that I would say something like too personal, you know? Finn kept forgetting as well. I don't know how everyone was chill with it, because if I was as famous as Baby No Money, I probably would be like, you know what? I want to relax. But it was cool. Runa was crazy impressive. Can't believe it. Obviously, I don't drink alcohol. Neither does Evie. Finsta had a little autism social anxiety drink, which is fine. The VIP bar was cool. Although I'm gonna tell the story of what happened, right? We arrived. That's step one. Finn occasionally like has little Discord chats with Baby No Money. I think the original meeting was something to do with a Minecraft gig. I don't know, but they're friends. And Finn's been backstage at a previous performance in London. And they were chatting about something recently. Obviously, Runa is like doing the background dancing, and we're friends with Runa. So I think Finn messaged like, this is just hyping that up. And like Monday, I think, or Sunday, I'm not really sure. Baby No Money messaged Finn back like, oh, do you want to come to the show, by the way? And then asked if I could come. Like, Finn asked if I could come. Very kind of them. And he was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Give me your details. You're on the list. That was the last message we got. We just got like, you're on the list. We drive to London. Finn has it in their brain that it's some sort of elaborate prank, which is kind of funny. That would be kind of mean. It was not an elaborate prank. But when we turned up, we didn't know, we got to like the side entrance or something. There was like 5 entrances, which we did not know. We should have gone to the stage door entrance, I think, and it would have been a much quicker process, but we don't know any of that. I asked Finn what happened last time. He went to, so I got like, because I'm insane, I need details. I need to know what I'm about to do. But because, whatever disorder requires them. And Finn basically was like, I don't know. And I was like, no, can you please help me? And then gave details that was just the exact same thing that happened this time. So we turned up, we went to whatever entrance we could find. We asked who, like, oh, can we like speak to somebody because we're on like the VIP list. And we get bounced around people. Everyone is like, give me like 2 minutes, I'll go sort it. And then they would leave, and then that would be it. We had to keep moving from like standing under a bus stop because it was raining to being told to stand right next to like the end of the barrier so we could get in, back to the bus stop because it was raining, and they just were like, you can stand over there. We just kept bouncing back and forth. No one knows what a list is. If you say like the whole like Hollywood, like, oh, I'm on the list, and they check and tick you off, that's bullshit. That's not real. I have one experience of that just now, and Finn has 2 because it happened last time. You go up and say I'm on the list, and they're like, what? What list? There was a lady with a VIP list, but then there was an issue with Finn's camera. They bought a camera with a bunch of lenses that were detachable. That's not allowed. The security company was the one that made the security mistake. I don't even know. Basically, they were the one in charge during the time that the Manchester bombing attack happened at the Ariana Grande concert. So their security is like crazy style. So they did not like the lenses. Finn had like 3 more in their bag, which was silly. And one of them was massive, and they didn't like how long it was and that it was detachable, something like that. And we were trying to be like, please, we're just getting rained on like a little bit. Like it's okay to wait. We don't mind, but like, get them wet. Neither of us were wearing jackets because we thought we'd just go from the car to like slightly inside. We stood waiting. People keep asking like, oh, like, so like who do you know? Like, who is your like contact? And Finn had to be like he'd say their name and they wouldn't know, like their real name, and they wouldn't know. Then he'd say like the artist name and they wouldn't know. And he'd be like the guy, like the dude on the stage. And they still didn't really get it. Someone asked us like, oh, who do you know? And they were like, we said like the performer, and they were like, oh, like the support act. And Finn was like, no, like the guy, like the main guy, please. And they kept asking like why we were here. And I think they got confused because of the camera, and they thought that we were supposed to be like working. We basically had to text Baby No Money and beg, like, please. And he was very kind in helping us get in, which is crazy that he wasn't too busy for that. It was awesome. He's very sweet. Obviously, he can't just come outside because it would have been nightmarish for them. But he did send like his assistant to come help. She was great, but then we just had to keep going through more positions of power until we got like the lady in charge of the venue. Whoever, like the venue management, something, I don't know, her, to like personally walk us in, because it kept like, there was so many stages and like great security. Hell yeah. Evie turned up like, I don't know, like 40 minutes into our adventure that me and Finn had been on, standing outside, a little bit too cold, a little bit too wet, and she managed to just get in with us. So to her, very easy experience to break into this concert. But for us, it was a lot slower and more painful. Obviously, you can't complain about, them doing security properly. Finn did just show up and like show like a Discord DM. It's like bbno money, and it was like them two talking. Like that means nothing to nobody. So we had to get tickets. Like we weren't sent tickets. We were put on a list, and then they were like, "Oh no, you need tickets because of the camera or something." So then we got given tickets that were like media working. So we got working tickets, so that we were allowed in certain areas or something. And then we got given the tickets. The PA lady brought them outside. Like bbno money's like whoever, I'm not sure. Her name was Meg. She was very lovely. They gave us the sticky label thingies to stick on ourselves to be like, we should be here. Identification. We stuck them on, and then the security guy was like, "Oh no, like because you've put them on out here, we can't let you. Like you have to get them from inside." And she was like, "But I got them from outside, and then I came here." And he was like, "Yeah, but like because you were giving them outside, you can't come in." And people kept saying like, "What is your like role? Like, what are you doing here? Like, why do you have like the camera? Are you working?" We were like, "No." And they're like, what places do you need to get access to?" And we were like, eventually Finn was just like, I don't know. I am friends with the artist. They invited me. That's it. I have no idea where I'm going or why. I'm here to hang out with somebody. And it just was a little bit of a nightmare that was made instantly better by how nice everybody was. The guy watched us put the stickers on. He knew that they were real. It was just something to do with like, they needed accreditation. But like, we weren't there to work, but they were like really strict about the camera. Eventually, I can say now, I think. Eventually, we were allowed in on the condition that Finn puts the camera in an area bbno money is allowed to store things, right? So he takes it when we're in and we say hi, puts it somewhere safe. We go upstairs. Less than 5 to 10 minutes into being upstairs, Finn is like shaking and sweating and all the layers of addiction. No, but they are like, "I think I'm just going to go and get the camera back." And I was like, okay, good luck with that. They said they wanted to like fiddle around with something. They just, and take photos. They come back 5 minutes later with the camera. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They just went and asked for it and got it. They weren't allowed it, but they had it. And then we watched the show. There was some stuff in between, but the next thing we did that was not allowed, besides everything else we did that wasn't allowed, is we were watching from the side of stage, like the wing, and Finn was taking pictures. Apparently not allowed. Apparently wasn't allowed to do that. Even though had been invited, had a media pass, Runa was live streaming the whole thing, which was completely fine and allowed, but Finn wasn't allowed to take photos. It was literally a ask forgiveness than permission thing, because Finn was like, "Oh, shit, okay." And then the guy was like, "But, you can go, like, onto the stage a bit to, like, take photos." So then Finn was allowed, like, down the side of the stage. So they weren't angry, I guess. We had a media pass. We technically did have one. That was the entrance we were given by mistake, rather than just a whatever the hell we needed to get in. I think it was just supposed to be, like, Backstage pass. But we got given a media pass. Like, when the show ended and the lights came up, obviously people don't leave instantly. Evie went onto the stage and like took a selfie with the crowd. And then I think Finn also went and did that. I didn't because I couldn't handle any of that. And then I think when we left, eventually, there was like a small crowd waiting for the artist to leave. And again, Evie ran and went and did that. Did some kind of little like selfie video thing for some content she was planning. The kids these days, they're fucking crazy. Okay? They got too much go in them. Whew. I can't be doing any of that. However, if you saw me in the first line outside, or the one at the end of the night, I love you. Because there were some very kind people. Very lovely people. I got an accidental flex of a situation where someone came up to me and Finn to ask for like a picture. And they spoke to me because Finn was to the side of me. And I was like, yeah, of course you can. And then Finn thought that they were taking the photo for us. It's like, girl, no, get in here.